Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is my empties video. I think I've only ever done one empties video on this channel before. I have got quite a few products, but they are over a course of a few months. I don't really go through that many empties, so that's why I've not done a lot of empties videos. So the first thing is this Aussie Frizz Miracle Conditioner with Australian blue gum leaves extract. Now, I was told some really good things about this, so I decided to give it a go for myself, and I do really like it. I've got the shampoo in the bathroom. The shampoo's nearly finished as well, and they work really well together on my hair. My hair is kind of it's very thick, and it can be coarse as well, so it can be a little bit damaged, so that's good for that type of hair. It doesn't leave it frizzy like a lot of shampoos do, especially when I'm wearing it curly. I don't want it to look really frizzy, so I'm really glad about that. It even says smooths and controls frizz. I think that's why I probably got it. It's not really zooming in properly, is it? Can you see it better now? Yeah, it does say smooths and controls frizz for flyaway frizzy hair. It says our conditioning formula with extract of Australian blue gum leaves helps keep frizzes under control and smooths. Hurrah! So yeah, I really do like that. You get 250ml in the bottle, so it does last quite a long time. So yeah, I would if you're thinking about trying that product, I would definitely go ahead and try it. The next thing is this Revolution Awesome Dual Eyeliner Line and Flick, which just looks like that. It's a really good eyeliner, guys, especially for those of you that haven't mastered the art of now I'm out of focus. Haven't mastered the art of actually doing the line, like doing a wing eyeliner. So obviously you get the felt tip side there, and then on the other side you get like a dual kohl eyeliner, which is pretty dark, but it isn't as dark as my Avon Super Shock Gel eyeliner, which I absolutely love, and I don't really use any other eyeliner if I'm being completely honest, but I am going to try and use this one up. I have just bought another one of these just for the felt tip side of it, and because they're only £3, so it's worth paying £3 just for this side. I really do recommend these. This in my opinion is highly recommended. Let me know if you've tried it down below. The next thing is something I got in Birchbox, which is the colour corrector nip fab. Now I've used this once, and to be honest, I really don't like it. I think it's the colour, because they sent me the orange one. I would have Andrea. Now I would have preferred them to send me either the lavender or the green one, but this orange one under your makeup base, it's supposed to kind of get rid of dark circles, which I tried it. I've tried it a couple of times under my makeup base, and it just, once your makeup base is on, it looks terrible. So because it is so orange, it's almost like one of those orange based bronzers that you can get. That's the colour of it. It just doesn't work, in my opinion. It doesn't work, and I certainly wouldn't pay $8.99 for this. Maybe one of the other ones. I would have, like I said, I would have really preferred that Birchbox would have sent me one of the other shades, but this is the only thing I've tried out of last month's Birchbox so far. I've not really got around to trying any of the other products yet, which hopefully I will in the next couple of weeks, and be able to give you reviews on that in next month's empties, hopefully. The next thing is this L'Oreal Lumi Magique Base Pure Light Primer. Now this isn't something that I've used this month. I think I used it at the end of last month, and I was meant to come on camera and do a review on it, a review kind of slash empties video, but I didn't have enough in my kind of collection to do it, so I just put it to one side, and now I've got a few more things I can talk about with you. It's a really good primer to put under your actual base. It gives you that lit from within look, kind of like a strobing look, which is really in at the moment. I would say this is comparable to the MAC strobing cream that they do, but is on kind of cheaper. You can get this on eBay and Amazon. I don't think Boots or Superdrug sell this anymore. I think I got this from eBay when I bought mine, so I do need to buy some more of it because it is a really good primer. So yes, I will be repurchasing this. Next is the Porefessional Pro Balm to minimise the appearance of pores by Benefits. Now this is obviously just a sample size that I got in my Christmas stocking. I really do need to get the full size version of this. At the moment I'm using a W7 dupe to this one, so I'm going to be comparing them both against each other, but I don't expect it to be as good as this, obviously, because this is Benefit and Benefit do most things quite well. So yeah, really enjoyed using that, and I will definitely repurchase that in the future. Not yet, because I have got quite a lot of primers to try and do reviews on for you guys, but would definitely repurchase it in the near future. I'm losing my voice. The next thing is a favourite really, but it's an Empties, so I put it in the Empties basket. So we have the Collection Lasting Perfection 16 Hour Wear Concealer. Now this has been linked to the NARS Creamy Concealer. I don't know about that because I've not actually used that one. I don't see, you know, paying that amount of money for concealer when you can get them for like £4, even though I do want to try the Naked one. The Naked one I did do a swatch whilst I was in Debenhams the other day, and it looks really good, but it's like £18. Can you let me know down below if you think that's worth it, because I might consider actually buying it, even though it is, you know, more than I would pay on a foundation normally. But anyway, that's that one, and that's Empty, and this is in the shade Fair. Really good concealer this, guys. If you want a budget concealer, this one is a great one. I've also got a couple of others that I'm using, and they're in my favourites for this month, so look out for that video. That will be going up after this one. So the next thing that I've used and really enjoyed using, which surprised me, is this Hoola Bronzer. So it comes in a little box like this, and this was part of the Sizzling 6 that they did last year. I think they still do it on the website. I don't know if Debenhams still do it or QVC, but they did it last year in the, I think it was around May, June time that they brought it out, and it just looks like that. Obviously, you know, I've used every single bit out of it, but really did like it. Wasn't too orange on my skin tone, wasn't too muddy. Really good bronzer, and very universal. Now I've heard that they're going to be bringing like different shades out of this bronzer for darker skin tones. I'm not sure how true that is, but I heard on somebody's blog that they were going to be doing that, so I'm going to be looking out for that, even though, I thought I heard a bang, even though that one is fine for me and I wouldn't go with a darker one for my own skin tone. And what this is also good for is if a palette that you have taken away with you or have got in your handbag doesn't have a transition shade, but you've got this, you can just use this as a transition shade for your crease. So it is really universal, and it is worth the money, but you can get these sample size ones. I think I'll only ever go with a sample size rather than a big box, because I don't really use them. It took me about a year to get through this one, just under a year to get through it. So yeah, and I've got other bronzers in my collection that I want to get through as well. So yeah, I'll always get the sample sizes, well, the mini deluxe sizes. Next we have another thing. I think this either came in a Christmas stocking or no, it was part of the Sizzling 6 as well, and it's the Benefit Stay Don't Stray in light medium, and it's the eyeshadow primer, so it just has a little doe foot like that. Quite a generous size it was, I believe. Let's say 2.5mm, so you can definitely try out their primer, and if you like it, get the full size version. I really like this primer. Now, before I tried this one, I was really not happy with Urban Decay's primers. I've had quite a few samples of theirs, and I don't know whether it's my eyelids being a little bit too oily for their primer or what, it just didn't work, and my eyeshadows always creased and looked like a hot mess 3 or 4 hours after I had applied them. With this though, it looks really good, and also with the MAC paint pots in soft ochre that I've been using ever since I bought it. I've had it for a few months now, and I've not even hit a small dent in that. It's really good. If you're going to get a primer, I would either recommend this one. In fact, I think I would recommend MAC soft ochre if you're a skin tone like mine, or one of the other ones, just because it will last you a very long time. You should get at least 6 months out of the paint pots, maybe even more. So yeah, I would recommend the MAC one over that one. The next thing is the Precisely My Brow Pencil. Now, when I got this, it came in a set at Christmas, and I really enjoyed using it. You get a spoolie, which is covered in product, and then at that side you get the pencil. Obviously there is no pencil because I've used it all, but I don't know if I would buy it again, because I have just come across other products that I have enjoyed using more than this one. So yeah, I will talk to you about that further though in my favourites video, but yeah, I won't be buying this one again for some time, and I don't know if I'll be buying it at all, because Benefit have got other brow products that are better than this one in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, it is worth trying if you're thinking about trying it, but for me personally, I don't think I'll try it again. So this is one of those products that I don't regret trying or buying, just because everyone was raving about it, saying it was comparable to the ABH one. But yeah, I have found one by Rosie for Autograph that is so nice, which I'm going to be talking about in my favourites video. If you want to hear more about that, don't forget to check out the favourites video I upload after this one. The next thing is the Avon Magix Multi-Benefit Illuminator. Now obviously a lot of brands do these now. I'm actually trying one from Hard Candy, which is a really good one, and obviously I'll be talking about that in my favourites. But I've had this one quite a while, and I absolutely really love this. I would definitely repurchase it in the future. That's if Avon even still do them. I got this, I don't even know how long ago I got it, and sometimes like products like this are discontinued in Avon, so I don't know if they still do them, but yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you haven't tried it already and they're still doing it, for you to try it. Is it, I think it might be just one colour. I'm just trying to get the colour. It just says illuminating light, so I don't know if it's the shade light or it's just one colour. I think it might be just one colour. It really is good, and it wasn't expensive when I bought it. I think I bought it on special offer as well. So yeah, I really do recommend it. These pens remind me of the Touche Eclat by YSL, but obviously, well, not obviously, I do actually prefer these more than I do the YSL ones just because they're cheaper and you get the kind of same look. So you don't really have to spend that amount of money. So yeah, really do like that. Sorry for the incessant rambling. This one now, however, is not a product I will be buying again, and I am so glad I only paid £1 for it. It's the Sleek Magnitude Volumise and Magnitude Lengthen Mascara in, I think it's navy blue or deep blue. So obviously you get the mascara, the colour side. You get, that one's pretty nice and thin. So that's that one, so that's the volumised side. And then you come to this side and it's the lengthened side. And obviously it's the white product. So the idea of it is to, I just want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. So you put in step 1 on first, which is the white one, and then you go over it with the blue one, and it smudged so much when I went over it. I've only used it twice. I used it once and then I thought, well, I'll use it again just to make sure I feel the same way. So that's step 1, that's step 2. So when I used step 1, that was fine. It was, my eyelashes were white, but then I kind of went in with the volumised side, and it made the lashes all clumpy, and it smudged so much, you know. So that's why I decided to use it again the next day and see if the same thing happened, and it did. So that's why I am glad I did only pay £1. Now I do like a lot of Sleek products. There's a few of the lipsticks that I like. I like the palettes normally, but this mascara, I would definitely give it a miss if you do happen to come across it. I mean, if it's in Poundland, if you want to review it for yourself or just add it to your collection, that's fair enough. I got this from Poundland, but I certainly wouldn't be, I don't even think it's worth £1. I think it's just a complete waste of money, and I don't often say that about products. There's always something that you can do with it, but with mascara, if it's kind of looking like a hot mess, there's not really anything you can do with it. So that'll be going in the bin, unfortunately. There's not even anyone that I could actually give it to. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. The next thing is this Benefit GImme Brow in the shade 5. Now it's in one of their darkest shades, which was fine with me. I mean, my eyebrows at the time were darker than what they are now. They're pretty dark now because I've recently been to Benefit and had my eyebrows done and tinted as well. But I think I'm a 3 or a 4 at the moment, whereas this is a 5. I did use it all. It came in a magazine. I think it was Elle magazine. Elle often do that. And I really like trying products like that, so you know, if I do like them I can go out and buy full size, and also for reviews on my blog and obviously on YouTube here. So I really do like these and do recommend them, but this shade would be too dark for me at the moment, but luckily I have finished it all. In fact, I don't think it would be. Can you see it? Don't know if you can see it. I don't think there's enough product in there, but it's quite a nice brown. I mean, you can see it on the lid there. But yeah, I think these products are really good, and would definitely get these in the future rather than the Precise pencil that I spoke about earlier. I think there's only 2 more products. Yeah, there's only 2 more products to talk to you about, and they're both perfumes. So I'll talk about the first one. The first one is this Paris Hilton one, and I can't remember what the name is. I will go on the internet and try and get the name and leave it down here somewhere like I normally do. It's really nice. It's such a nice summery scented perfume. If you like sweet smelling perfumes, you'd love this. Just says Paris Hilton there. It's, you know, the bottle is nothing special about the bottle, but I completely